Like, when I say the grace of God is real, like, don't play with the grace of God, because I probably was the farthest away from God ever that I've been, but God's grace. Hey y'all, crazy, I'm back on YouTube. It's been a crazy amount of time. It's been over 4 years, and I'm finally logging back on YouTube and trying to do this little channel thing and see where it goes. So yeah, this video is just a life update slash channel rebrand PSA, because yeah, I've been gone for a while. A lot has happened. I wanted to update you guys on my life, and also just, yeah, tell y'all where the channel's going. So I think the last video on my YouTube channel was November of 2021, which is crazy. That feels like ancient history, but it was 4 years ago, or over 4 years ago. I'm filming this now like a few days before the new year, so we're at the end of December 2025, 29th. It's the 29th today, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's been a crazy ride. So I just wanted to walk y'all through my life update. So I have, if I look down, I do have some talking points because it's been a while I've been on the tube. I'm rusty when it comes to sit down videos. So November 21st, I was still working as an accountant. At that time, as y'all know, like a lot of the videos that got a lot of traction on my channel were my accounting videos. So I was still working in accounting for an oil and gas company. And, you know, it was COVID at that time. Oh my God, like COVID was like it feels like a lifetime ago. But it was still COVID then. So I was working fully remote at that time. And yeah, the job was going okay. At this time, I knew that I wanted to go to law school. I had kind of made some like hints at it. I think in a couple of my other videos, I kind of hinted at like going to law school, but I don't know if I was fully clear about that. Actually, no. You know what? Like, I had made some LSAT videos actually that are now privated because those are embarrassing. But I had made some LSAT study vlogs. So yeah, I think I did. I did hint at going to law school. So yeah, so I was an accountant and law school was always the goal. Like, I've wanted to be a lawyer for a while. My dad's a lawyer. I kind of grew up knowing that like law would fit my skill set. You know, it's a very lucrative industry. It's a very flexible industry and career path. So I just knew the law was for me. And when I was an undergrad, I just wanted to major in a business degree, something that would get me a job just in case I changed my mind about law school, and because I was interested in the business side of law, so corporate transactional work. I knew that was something that was cool to me from young. So that's kind of why I fell into accounting. So that's the backstory. So yeah, November into early 2022, I was still working along. Obviously, during that time, I had applied to law schools. I was working, and then I finally got my acceptance to the school that I attended, which is crazy. Attended my alma mater law school. I got accepted in March of 2022. And I obviously decided on that school, and I just, yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going to law school, like this is happening. So I quit my job in July of 2022, started law school in August of 2022. And the backstory is that 2022 was a really hard year for me. I was going through, at least, let me say, like half of it was really hard. Half of it was kind of nice-ish, but like I was going through a hard time. I feel like I was going through an existential crisis. I knew that I was gonna make a big life transition. I felt like I don't know, I just felt like I was going crazy. I don't know what it was, but it was a hard year personally, internally for me. I was also in a toxic situationship at the time, so external factors aggravated like what I was feeling internally as well. So 2022 was hard, which meant that my first semester of law school, which started in August of 2022 and ended December of 2022, was probably some of the most tumultuous months of my life. For law school, I did move out into my first apartment ever. Prior to law school, and while I was working as an accountant, I had been living with my parents, and so it was the first time me getting my own place and starting law school and quitting my job and having to pay like all new bills. Like there was a lot happening at once, so many transitions happening. I had inner turmoil, existential crisis, just so many questions, so many doubts. Like it was a lot. And then also first semester was crazy. The learning curve from being a working girl to a student was very steep. Like I still remember like the feeling of having to carry a backpack. I'm like, this feels weird. Like, why am I carrying a backpack? Like, I haven't carried a backpack in ages. And I haven't had a locker since high school because we had lockers at our law school. So it was a lot. Obviously, law school is rigorous, very academically rigorous. Lots of reading, lots of briefing, lots of writing, legal writing. And so I was busy. I had a very packed schedule and a very rigid schedule, and I had to just get on with it, even though I was dealing with all types of other, personal issues at the time. And so yeah, first semester was hard. It was definitely something. Surprisingly, I was able to do well my first semester and get the summer internship that has given me the job that I'm working at now, but let me not get there yet. So yeah, first semester, August 2022 to December 2022, crazy, tumultuous. Oh, also, I hated my apartment. Yeah, I was touring apartments. I feel like I thought I was doing the tours right, but like looking back, I really didn't do it right. I should have toured more places and not just settle because of convenience or because like I feel like I was running out of time or options. And I feel like my apartment complex kind of gypped me. Like I had requested that the unit have no carpet. I really liked the unit that I toured. Let me say this. I really liked the unit that I toured because there was no carpet, but the unit that I actually got had carpet everywhere. And so I was confused, and little did I know that they just showed me a model of the first floor, and I was on a higher floor, so I didn't get the wood that I wanted. So that was frustrating, but it was fine. I was like, thought about trying to switch units and everything and maybe look elsewhere, but I was like, I'll just deal with it for 1 year and move on. So I hated my apartment, honestly. I didn't feel like it matched my aesthetic. I just didn't feel like it really gave, but I dealt with it. So that was on top of all the things that I just mentioned. I also hated my apartment. So yeah, the first semester of law school was really, really rough. But we made it through by God's grace. Like when I say the grace of God is real, like don't play with the grace of God, because I probably was the farthest away from God ever that I've been, but God's grace blessed me like exponentially. Even amidst all the chaos, he blessed me. And then yeah, so from there, obviously 2022 ended, and then 2023 through May of 2025 was just the rest of law school. And I will say the semesters got better. So first semester was the hardest. It's the hardest semester, I think typically people say. And the other semesters were better in terms of knowing what to expect. I don't think the semesters got easier. In fact, I think they got busier. And some of them were actually harder, but I was stronger personally. I knew what to expect. Some of my personal things that I had been dealing with were getting better or were gone completely, which we thank God for. And yeah, I was able to deal with stress better for the rest of law school. So yeah, law school was something else. I made it through lots of highs, lots of lows. I was able to get the job that I wanted from my school, which was really important to me. That was part of my doubts and part of my like existential life crisis that I was going through. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. Like, what if I come out and like I'm worse off? But God is amazing, And that's a big deal because I didn't go to a T14 school, and I was kind of gunning for a T14 or like a T20, T25 school. But the school I ended up going to was not anywhere near that. It wasn't ranked low, but it wasn't like a highly ranked school either. So to get the type of job that I was getting, which is big law, by the way, a big law job, I just thought that was like a big deal. Like, I really did that, like, ate that real bad. Like, law school is one of the hardest things I've had to do, like some of the hardest periods in my life, like, you know, those 3 years. It was also some of the best 3 years of my life as well, because I experienced so much personal growth. Obviously, that was the first time I really, you know, moved out and started like a life of my own truly, because like college doesn't really count. College is really like a very like glamorized summer camp, except you're, you know, it's like or boot camp almost. It's like you're away at camp. But like adulting truly starts when you're like out of college and you're just, you know, have your own apartment, own bills, everything like that. That's true adulting. And I feel like I really had the opportunity to do that, even though I wasn't working and I was a student. And I'm very proud of myself for the lifestyle that I maintained and the experiences that I've had, and, you know, the life I was able to still live as a student. And it was worth it. Like, I still continued traveling, you know, still learned a lot about myself, what it's like to live alone, what it's like to truly adult, in those 3 years. And it was great. So, I mean, highs and lows, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. The experience, the self-development, the personal growth was very necessary for me. And yeah, I always think about like the fact that like I probably could have graduated law school with very little to no loans had I stayed back at my parents' house. And because I did go to law school locally, so had I stayed back in my parents' house and just did the 1 hour commute to and from law school every day, I probably could have graduated with very little debt. But honestly, I think the investment in myself was worth it, and I know for sure like I'll be able to pay off the loans eventually, and like it'll be worth it. Like, I can't take back what I've learned and what I've gained, you know, not being at my parents' house and really living alone and stepping out into myself and into my style and into my personality and individuality while in law school. I think it made law school bearable. I think my grades were better. I think my mental health overall, I mean, first semester was rough, but overall was better because I, you know, invested in myself, truly. So yeah, so I graduated May 2025, so that was not that long ago. It's like 6 months ago, which is actually so crazy to think about, that I've already been graduated over 6 months ago. Like, that is insane. But yeah, so that puts us at May 2025. And then obviously, if you know anything about law school and being an attorney, you have to take the big bad bar exam. The bar exam was a beast. It wasn't a beast in the beginning. Like, I studied for 2.5 months. That's pretty standard, like 10 weeks. And I started studying in the middle of May, right after graduation, through the end of July. So, you know, May studying, like that half month of May studying was cool. It was chill, it was calm. June was not that bad either. It was cool, it was chill. It was a little stressful because I could feel like the pressure coming, but it was doable. May and June months were doable for bar study. But July, after July 4th and really like around July 15th, because the bar exam was at the end of July. I think it was the 28th and 29th for us in 2025. So I believe those are the dates. But either way, it was at the end of July. So around July 15th, every day it felt like I was going through it. Panic attacks. I don't think I had full-on panic attacks, but anxiety through the roof. Like maybe mini panic attacks. Like I just was not myself. And my scores and my essay scores, my multiple choice scores were fluctuating. Like the thought of having to redo it again was very scary. Like yeah, the burnout was crazy and the self-doubt was real. But so that was from May 2025 through July 2025. August, I went on my bar trip. I went to Southeast Asia. That was great. And then yeah, from September till now, I've just been working as a new attorney, a baby attorney. And it's crazy because it's been 4 years since I've been on this channel. But like life has changed completely. And as I'm saying this story, it doesn't sound like much has happened, but in that everyday grind, like you just change a little bit at a time. Like it's just crazy how life works. So yeah, that puts us to today. So I'm currently a attorney at a law firm, at a big law firm. I am in capital finance. That's the practice area I'm in. And I've been liking it so far. I've been learning a lot. I know the learning curve is steep at any job, but at a big law job, it's very steep. But I'm very excited and grateful for the opportunity to work at a prestigious firm and to, you know, be in the mix with people that are so brilliant and that know their craft very well. I also moved into my dream corner unit. Like I can't still believe that I'm here and that I pay the rent that I pay and that I can afford to pay the rent that I pay. That's just crazy. Like God has been moving in my life tremendously, and honestly, I know I'm blessed because I've seen God's handwork in my life. This is we praise Jesus this way. So that's another thing, another thing. My channel will be more like, I want to incorporate my faith more in my channel because it's important to me, and all glory goes to God, honestly. Like I think that covers the 4 years from November 2021 till now. Law school has been the bulk of that, but obviously there was 6 months before law school and the 6 months after law school that I obviously explained. So obviously a lot of y'all are subscribed to me for like the accounting videos. I still am a CPA and I'm maintaining my license because you never know I never know what I want to do, 5-10 years on the line, and like it's just nice to have the license. I worked really hard for it. I'm not gonna not maintain it. So I still have my CPA license, and maybe one day I will use it like formally again, but the accounting videos are gone, I fear. If people have general questions, they can feel free to DM me, or leave a message, leave a comment in my on my videos, and I can try to answer. So my channel will be focused on obviously law, my life as an attorney. I will try to be doing sit down videos here and there, but I really do think I'm rebranding this video or this channel into a vlog style channel. So expect like days in the lives, weeks in the lives, type videos. I probably could do a get ready with me here or there, and maybe sprinkle in some beauty and some random topic videos, but gonna be, like I said, making a video on my bar exam experience, my law school experience, and also just other random videos, like any topical videos, like any topical sit down videos that I feel compelled to make, that I will make. There's no promises on when the vlogs are coming and how often they're going to be coming, but just know it's something that I'm cooking, and it's something that's in the works, and yeah, that's the style of channel that I'm looking forward to. So honestly, I've been rambling, but all that to say is that it's going to be a lifestyle channel fully. Like the name implies, I'm just going to be showing y'all the style of my life and sprinkling sit down videos whenever I feel like it. Like I'm not niching down, just showing my life and whatever that comes with it. So that's it for my life update / channel rebrand video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you appreciate seeing my face, because it's been a minute, but I think I'm back. No promises, because I don't like to make promises that I'm not sure I can keep, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna be back and more consistent. So I'm excited for this new beginning. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, you know, the typical YouTube way. And I will see y'all in my next vid. Bye.